Hello everybody. It's Wednesday afternoon, 12:30. Sitting up here in the woods. We're going to take a little ride. You want to? Out in the dirt road. One of my favorite dirt roads. If it's not too bad, it should be okay. Shouldn't be any ruts or anything unless the logging trucks were in here. See my new hat? I got to put a new headband on it. I took that black one off, put this one on. I got this one from up in the Indian Reservation up in Salamanca, up New York. It's nice. Made by Indians. It's a little loose though, I gotta tighten it down. Everybody said they thought I looked good in the hat, so you gave me the confidence to wear it. Anyway, I always wanted to wear a hat like this. I like hats like this. So we'll take a little ride out in the woods. I'll turn you around and see if we see any game, anything new. Just take an easy, slow ride. No hurry to get anywhere. I do want to mention something. The other day, I was watching a video and somebody mentioned Advil PM for their aches and pains. So I thought I'd try some of that. So anyway, I went to the store, the Dollar down here, the Family Dollar, and the Dollar General. Neither one of them had Advil PM, but they had this dual action Advil. And it's, let me get my glasses on. It's 250 milligrams of ibuprofen. I don't know. Oh, and 125 milligrams NSAID combined. So that's what, like Tylenol and aspirin. And I'll tell you, I got more relief yesterday from that. Not yesterday, but what's today? Monday. I got more relief from that than I do from my pain meds. So I went down today and got another one. There's only 18 in here, and it was $4.50. So we're going to try again another round. It says you can take, what do I find out? You can take up to six a day. Up to 6 a day. Yep. Up to 6 a day, it says. So I'll take 2 in the morning. I took 2 this morning. I feel pretty, not too bad. I mean, it's still painful, but not near that stabbing pain. Anyway, let's take a ride. And here we are. We call this number 7 road, is what I used to always call it. Since I was a little kid, my house is just down over the hill there, not even a mile away. And we used to, when I lived at my mother and dad's there, and I had mini bikes and dirt bikes, we used to take this road, come up here and get on this road. We didn't have no license or nothing, but nobody bothered us back in them days. In the 70s. Now there's DCNR and DEP all over the place. You gotta have a license and insurance and all that to ride on these roads. But back then nobody bothered us kids. We rode these all the time. And this was the road we took to get everywhere. Once you got on this road, you could go pretty much in all 4 cardinal directions for quite a ways. Get to all the coal mines and things where we used to ride our dirt bikes in. I'm trying to look around for turkey, or deer if I'm not looking at the camera. Forgive me. Here's a bridge they put in. This washed out a few years ago. There's a creek right here, a little creek. Nice little creek, but no good for fish. Polluted polluted stream. Looks like they had some wind damage up this way. One day I come down over this hill coming the other way, and it was pouring down rain. It was early in the morning. It was real foggy. And I smelled something dead. Really bad dead, you know. So I stopped here and looked down over the hill, and there was a dead bear down over there. Anyway, the cool part was there was all these turkey buzzards up in the trees. Big, they're big, huge birds, you know, them turkey birds, turkey buzzards. There must have been a dozen or more. Up in them trees eating on that bear, but they were just sitting up in them trees in that fog, in that pouring down rain, and every once in a while one would flop over to another limb and you could hear the wings, you know, the air from their wings. It was like something out of a horror movie. I wished I had took a video of it. Back then I probably had a camera with me and didn't even think to video it. Now, anyway, that was really cool to see. I'll never forget that. I called the game commission because I thought maybe somebody poached a bear, but they said that that was one of the places where they, whenever they go pick up roadkill, they bring it up here and dump it over that bank. So I wish I'd have been able to get down there and maybe get a souvenir off that bear, like one of the claws or something, but that's almost straight up and down that bank there. Even on when I was in good shape, I wouldn't have done that. Anyway. Right up here was this used to be an old coal mine. Let me take you off of here. Over here, these were big shale piles, 40, 50 feet high. We used to ride motorcycles, and we had a racetrack. Then they come in and reclaimed all this. That's what they call it, reclamation. And they took all that shale and stuff out of there. And now it's a big field. I'm not sure if they really do any good when they reclaim land like that. There was a lot of animals that thrived in that kind of environment. But, you know, they gotta make sure they spend $50 million somehow. I actually sent into I got the pricing on that, this mine reclamation they did. I sent an email to, I don't know, whoever it was you do that to at the time, BCNR or something, Department of Conservation Natural Resources. And they sent me the estimates, whatever they accepted. It was something outrageous, like $20 million. To bring some bulldozers in and knock that shale piles down, haul the shale out, and of course I'm sure they did a few other things, but sure did cost them a lot of money. Personally, I think they should have left it alone as a historical site. Honestly, you know, the mine was back in the early 20th century. Still had pieces of equipment and things there. They hold out. So here's a little stream, another one. It's polluted also. No fish in there. I got a whole bunch of junk in the back of my van, making all kind of racket when I hit bumps. I stopped at my mother's Saturday, and I got a bunch of stuff that was mine, and it's still in the back of the van. I got to get it out. Then I just stopped today because there's an old flower pot my mother had that I wanted. It's kind of a, I don't know, a cement sort of thing, square. I'll show it to you later. But the bottom was busted out, and I thought that'd be perfect because I have this big tub full of dirt at the house, and I thought about planting some Jerusalem artichokes in there, and I just got the tubers the other day, and then I thought, well, maybe what I ought to do, I'm going to back up here, I want to show you something. Maybe what I ought to do is put that on top of the tub and make it, you know, deeper and thicker and more dirt. And maybe the Jerusalem artichokes would have more room to grow and spread. And hopefully I don't go in a ditch here. So I'm going to take you out here one more time here. See this creek? That's pretty, isn't it? Could record that sound and go to sleep with that. Sounds nice. But there's no fish in it. No fish in it. A lot of streams in Pennsylvania were ruined because of the coal mining, I guess. You know, back then, early 1910, 1920, they didn't think about conservation. So, that's the kind of things that happened. Nowadays, you can't even take a leak off the back porch and get arrested. Not that I do that. So this road's in pretty good shape. It's a little bit washed out right here. But other than that, so far, so good. This will probably be another 20-some minute video, I guess. But you all really enjoy them. Why is my van is in first gear? There we go. Second gear, third gear, fourth gear. Select to shift automatic. Yeah, this used to be one of my favorite rides when I had a motorcycle, a dirt bike. And here to the left, if you turn off here to the left, I'm not going to because that road's always kind of bad. It's pretty narrow and it's real stony, rocky. If you turn left there, you can go practically anywhere. We were up here once before, one of my older videos, I guess. Now that I think about it, because off to the right here in the field, I remember videotaping a bunch of turkey that were up there. So, changing the subject, on one of my other videos, somebody left in a comment, R.I.P. Hobo Shoestring. And I replied and I said, I have no idea what that means. And I didn't. And then a couple other commenters told me that he was a hobo that had a YouTube channel. And one guy said I should check him out, I'd probably like it. So I did. Oddly enough, he'd been around for a long time, and now they found that he had gone missing, and they found him dead now in a lake by his house. I don't know what the result was, if they found that he was murdered or if he fell in accidental. I don't know. It seems to me like after I got to knowing about him a little more, it would be hard to think that it was an accident. I mean, he was a pretty capable guy. So I'm wondering if he might have got mugged or murdered. Anyway, I've been really hooked on watching his videos. He really is a fascinating guy. Riding trains all over the country, apparently just as a hobby. I mean, he's not like a typical hobo out looking for work. And he's really interesting. If you kind of like that stuff, and I do, I love that stuff. So thanks for recommending him, and whoever did. I forget the names of the people who commented. Anyway, I really enjoy watching his videos, and it's too bad that he met his end that way. I guess his real name was Mark Nichols. Anyway, if you're looking for something to watch, after you watch my video, that is, check out Hobo Shoestring. I never rode on a train. I always thought about wanting to ride on a train, but I never did. Oh, there's a squirrel. He was sitting right on the road like he owned the place. I guess he does though, don't he? So we saw a squirrel. Maybe you didn't see him. I didn't see him until he was right in front of my van here. See, all this ground is posted now. That's something else that changed a lot. From back in the 70s, everybody seems like everybody's posting their land. But sign of the times, I guess. I guess most of you guys are all my age. You know how it is. What kind of freedoms we lost. Whether by government or personal means. I don't know why this would be posted. Used to be a good hunting ground too. I'm getting a little ruddy here in this road. Have to be careful. My van doesn't have much ground clearance. I don't want to tear the exhaust off. A lot of mountain laurel up here too. And down here's another coal mine. That's what everybody did around here back in the 1900s, early 1900s, mid 1900s. Coal mines all over here. Central PA, big coal mining area. Now they're all shut down. You know that story. Well, no traffic, nobody behind me. I keep looking at the camera. I have a reverse camera on my van. It's right below my camera that I'm filming with. Sometimes I catch myself looking at the camera. I'm thinking that that's what's behind me, but I'm going to end up in a crash someday because I do that. So this is a pretty steep hill. There's some camps up here. I think a few people live up here too. Definitely need a four-wheel drive in the wintertime. I've even got stuck on this hill in a four-wheel drive in the wintertime. This is pretty bumpy. I wished I had a four-wheel drive again to get my old truck running, but it's in pretty bad shape. I don't know if I ever will. You see that road right up here that turns to the left? If you go back that road, it's only maybe a quarter mile. And there's a garbage dump there. people go back there and dump all kinds of things. You know, things that you can't put out in the garbage. And I used to go back there when I had my truck. Every once in a while, I'd go back there and look through the garbage. I'd find a lot of good stuff back there that people threw away. I found a pair of bolt cutters once, just laying on the ground back there. Big ones too, like 2 foot long. You know, you cut through a master lock or something with them. I have them in the back of my van right now. So that was a good find. Looks like it washed out here a little bit too. Pretty rough. I hope I don't get down here and have to turn around and go back. That happened to me one day. I was going to Parker Dam State Park on a back road, and I got a couple miles down a dirt road, and they got a bunch of tires here. Yeah, this must have washed out. Must have washed out when we had all that rain. Yeah, so I got almost to Parker Dam State Park, and I mean within like a half a mile. And they had the road blocked off because they were working on a bridge or something. So you see off into the right there, getting nice and green. Also a lot of trees down. Probably from that couple weeks ago. We had some high winds. This road is iffy. This road is not really in great shape. So there was coal mining down here too. And there's basically the same thing that was up on the hill. So they spent $20 million to fix the coal mine up on the mountain. And then down low here, they didn't do anything. So what good does that? $20 million down the drain. That's what it is. Because, you know, we fix the coal mine on the hill and all that runoff comes down here into this coal mine and then goes into the creek and the waterways and everything anyway. So you gotta wonder, you know, it really puzzles me. They don't have anybody putting thought into these things that they spend millions of dollars on. Well, so far we saw a squirrel, and that was it. But I'm looking for, see if I see any leaks. Those are like wild onions. They're starting to come up now. Actually, they've been up for a while. Some people call them ramps. R-A-M-P-S. We call them leeks. L-E-E-K-S. They're good eating. They're like they look like an onion, but they're stronger, more like a garlic flavor. They're really, really good. Make leek dip, leek cheese. I used to go every year to a place north of here, and there was just acres and acres covered with leeks. But I haven't been up there now for a couple years. Well, we're here at almost 21 minutes. Be out to the highway here pretty soon. Maybe I'll let you hang in here for a little bit more till we get to about 25 minutes. I don't really know how long. I never tried. I know some people put videos that are hours long, but I don't know how long I can go for sure. I think I had one here recently that was 28 minutes. Anyway, yeah, this road is not very good. It's bumpy. Muddy. So it's a rainy day here today. It's only 53 degrees. Yesterday was 70. Today is 50. Seems the way it's been going here lately. A couple days of 70 and then a couple days of 50. A couple days of sunshine and then a couple days of rain. It's supposed to be rain all day today. It's just a little mist out here right now. Somebody parked up here. Yep. There's a car parked right up here. That's where I went that one time with my little buddy heater. That car has been smashed and wrecked. I don't see any people. They put all kind of stone there. Maybe somebody's out for a hike. Maybe it's a backpacker. The only thing, well, it might be spring gobbler season, come to think of it. I'll have to look it up. Spring gobbler season comes in around this time of year. I never thought of that until just now. I'll have to look on the Game Commission website and see if it's turkey season. I don't have a license, but could be spring gobbler season. You're only allowed to shoot the gobblers, the male. Most people just call them in the springtime. It's their mating season. So here we are back out to the highway. So there's all the houses. My house is about a mile and a half to the right. And I think I'm going to run up the Minute Mart and people watch for a little bit. So have a good day. Stay frosty.